Let's find where you are just for a few moments. Notice your breath. Feel the weight of your body and the places you're in contact with whatever is supporting you. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. Now imagine a dot of light in the center of your forehead. Bring your attention here, resting your awareness on this point of light. If your mind wanders, simply return to the dot without judgment. You might notice thoughts moving through your mind, plans, memories, conversations, fantasies, things left unfinished, things you're looking forward to. Let them be there. You don't need to push them away. You don't need to follow them. Simply notice them like clouds moving across the sky. And now, notice what is most alive in you today. Perhaps there is a feeling, a sensation, a thought that keeps returning. A place inside you that feels activated. Rather than seeing it as a problem to solve, pushing it away or trying to let it go, see if you can become curious about the part of you carrying it. The part of you carrying fear or loneliness, anger, rejection, disappointment, uncertainty. You don't need to know where this part came from. You don't need to understand its story. Simply noticing that it is here is enough. This part has been carrying something, perhaps for a long time, and right now it is asking to be seen. Not fixed or changed or released, simply loved. Gently ask, what is this part carrying? What does this part feel? What does this part think? Allow the first honest answer to arise. There is no right answer, No need to make sense of it. No need to explain it. Simply allow the part to speak in its own words. And gently say, I feel, fill in the blank with the feeling. Even if I always feel, fill in the blank with that feeling. I will always love you. Again, I feel, even if I always feel, I will still love you. Allow the feeling to arise. Feel it in this moment. Notice the intensity of this feeling. Maybe it's very strong, and that's okay. Perhaps nothing changes. Perhaps something softens. Perhaps another part appears. Whatever happens is welcome. And if another part appears, you can welcome that too. Nothing is excluded. Every part is welcome here. Every part belongs. And now imagine a rectangle in front of you. This rectangle represents your experience. Everything that is happening within you right now. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, memories, fantasies, awareness itself. And within that rectangle, see a circle. This circle represents the parts of you that already know that they belong. The parts that have found their way home, or have always been home. They never left. And now notice that outside of the circle, there may be other parts. Small points of light, perhaps close by, perhaps further away. These are simply parts of you that became separated from the collective. Parts carrying old fears, old hurts, old burdens. Parts that learned they had to carry something alone. Parts that learned they were not welcome. Parts that forgot they belonged. You don't need to know what any of them are. You don't need to identify them. You don't need to understand them. Simply notice them. And notice that in their own time they begin to move, slowly, gently, naturally, drawn toward the circle. Not because they are being forced, not because they need to change, but because they are being welcomed, because they are being met with love. Because they are being met with presence. One by one, they find their place, returning to the circle, returning to belonging, returning to wholeness. Nothing is excluded. Nothing is left outside. Everything belongs. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to make happen. Your only task is to love what appears. And perhaps now notice your breath once more. Notice the weight of your body, the support beneath you, the room around you, and the simple fact that you are here, whole, breathing, alive. And whenever you are ready, gently return.